come to you from downtown Los Angeles. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. Jay, the stars always come out to see greatness here in L.A.
From the bright lights of Hollywood to the bright lights on the hardwood, the Staples Center is rocking tonight.
Showtime always in this building, and we are ready to go. The Celtics begin the game with basketball. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. Come away with the steal. Caldwell Pope. A pass taken away by the Celtics. Hayward. Irving. Nice pass to set things up. And stuffs it down.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
Lonzo Ball with the rock. To James. Here comes the screen. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
And he connects on the first free throw. So he hits the first, misses second. Irving, terrific vision. Sheer strength to slam it down. He ran right through the gauntlet.
Leadership's greatest values occur in between the lines and not necessarily in the score. And that's the type of leader that Al Horford is. He's the first all-star free agent to choose Boston in decades. And let me tell you this, the legacy of greatness runs deep in the family. His father, Tito Horford, was the first Dominican basketball player to ever play in the league, which goes to show you why Al has such a great feel for the game.
Won't go down. Ball to James. Oh, he had him there for a second. Jay, Magic and Kobe each won titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
LeBron James wins one championship in L.A. That means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James.
To Horford. Can't connect from inside. To James. And a throwdown. Good luck keeping up with that.
Did you see that jump? It was as quick as a pogo stick.
Boston with the basketball. Irving to Horford. Drive on the baseline, but his shot stays out. Tatum. That's off the side of the rim, short. LeBron into the front court. Leads one. Caldwell Pope. With a drop step. Scores from the post.
The okey doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
Irving with the basketball. Down 3. Kyrie Irving. First couple didn't go. That one is true.
Bread and butter. And there are a few that can do it better off the screen.
Ball. To James. Couple of cracks at the line now.
Here's the truth. As long as you're using your legs and your body to stay in front of the offensive player, you won't get called for those. You keep reaching, though, it's going to be a long night.
First free throw is good. 2 for 2 on that trip. Brown with it up top. They're down 3. Irving to Horford. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
LeBron James, 2 for 3 now here in the first. Jay, what makes LeBron so special on the offensive end?
Well, first and foremost, look at that frame. 6'9", 265 pounds with the agilities of a guard. He can blow by you. If he dips that shoulder, there's no way. There is nobody in the NBA that can guard that man one-on-one.
Runner's good there.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
Patch up, y'all. I got ball. I got something for him. Hey, watch this left.
James. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope with the block. Lakers ball.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Nothing going here on that drive. Screen coming. James. Boston secures the rebound. Brown into the front court. They trail by 1. Kyrie Irving. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
I got ball.
Ball. With a drop step. Shot from the lane won't go. To Jaylen Brown. Kyrie Irving lines it up for 2. Ball with the basketball. Down a point. Here's a chance from long range to Horford. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Horford trying to cash in on the three-point play. Shoots it at 75% for his career. Off the mark on his free throw. To ball. James. That one off. It's no good. And too much contact.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Irving. And it's Chandler with the rebound. To James. It's a big finish.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
Irving into the front court. 13 our score. It's a one-point game. Off the mark.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Rises for the slam. They have set the on this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Kyrie. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Almost unlucky bounce.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Not done yet. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Ball into the front court. He'll run the offense. Al Horford with a piece. What a save. That's hard work right there. Celtics have it. Kyrie Irving, 4 out of 10.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Ball with it up top. Down 5. Screen coming.
Screen right.
Nothing here on that drive. James. 5 seconds to shoot. Gets it in the left corner. Chance here for Lebron. The screen sets him up for 2.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket. He even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
Into the front court, it's Irving. Leads 3. Horford. To Jaylen Brown. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
I'll look out for that same move on the next possession, though.
Here we go. I got him. Ball.
Kyrie across the timeline. Leads 5. Kyrie Irving now shooting 45%.
So good to see one of Jersey's finest, Kyrie Irving, back on the court and driving with no issues on that knee. He only played 60 games last year, and he missed the entire Celtics postseason run. You can only imagine what this team would have done if he were healthy and they had Gordon Hayward.
Knocks down the first. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. Morris's shot won't go down. 4-3. And the Lakers clear. Lebron with it up top. Now down 6. Now ready with a couple of free throws.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Tyson Chandler, a couple of free throws on the way. Career mark of 64%. First try at the line, no good. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. Across the timeline, it's Rozier. Up 5. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Oh, don't see the read. Be the read.
Ball to Kyle Kuzma. Kyle Kuzma, strong finish.
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
Rozier with it. Looking to make something happen. Gets a look. Can't hit. To Ball. Beyond the arc for 3. Cleans it up. To Kyle Kuzma. 5 to shoot for Los Angeles. Down to Chandler. Nice pass to set things up.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Rozier into the front court. Up by 3. From the painted area, won't go down. Ball to Caldwell Pope. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ball game.
Celtics have it.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Here comes the screen. To Marcus Morris. Horford. Won't go. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Kuzma to Caldwell Pope. Here comes the screen. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go down. Throws it up. Kentavious Caldwell Pope. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
These two teams are matching basket for basket. If the pace of the game is going to be like this, I need to start stretching.
Ball's controlled by Boston. To Horford. To Jaylen Brown. Almost. And he's not getting the call. Finish that.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element of surprise.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. His first effort off the mark. Here comes the screen. Caldwell Pope. Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down? Going to launch beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Deep 3 at the buzzer. Misses with a second to go. That ends the first quarter. The Celtics have the lead. Time to turn the page after a close first quarter. Jay, what stood out?
Well, first off, I'm going to take my analytical hat off and then put my fan hat on. This has been a blasé first quarter. Not good, not bad, right in between. Let's see how both teams come out and try to adjust themselves in the second half.
James, he was all over him.
Shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Oh, ferocious slam inside. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
James. That's out. Last touch by Al Horford. Kuzma. James. And that's going to get out of bounds. Off a Laker. To Rozier. To Jaylen Brown. Off the assist.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Baseline drive. The shot won't fall. Not that time.
Misses happen. Don't put it down. Let that motivate you on the defensive end. Use it for something positive.
LeBron James. With that, he's 5 for 9.
Get your money, man.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Across the timeline, it's Rozier. Leads 4. And he hits.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
James to Josh Hart. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim. Boston with the basketball. To Horford. Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
They get it to Kuzma down low. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for 2.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Kyle Kuzma has got 2 shots coming. A career 70% free throw shooter. And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2. Rozier with it. They lead it. 4-point game. But a shot won't go down.
Seems like a lot of contact on that play. If I were that player, I would pull the ref over to the side, talk to him, express to him how much contact there was, so he'd look for that same foul call potentially the next time down the court.
Can't miss those. Hayward. The drive right to the basket. Has a look. Shot by Hayward, no good. And throws it down.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
To Rozier. JaVale McGee takes it away.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
It's Boston with the rebound. To Rozier. And he hits. Now the Lakers going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Los Angeles has the basketball to Josh Hart. Here comes the screen. Rondo. That's off the side of the rim. Good. To Irving. And stuffs it down.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if it doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Good look that time, but off the mark.
The best kept secrets in the game, utilizing a head fake. Get the defender in the air, crack into him. Don't give the refs any excuse not to call foul. I put that one on you. You went up a little bit lazy.
Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
You normally don't see that, but that's a thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Celtics have it. Irving. Horford. Driving right to the basket. Took it down the lane, but it's no good. JaVale McGee sends it away. Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
For the Lakers, number 20, LeBron James.
To Irving. Short jumper won't go.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref, no call. Let him play.
Here comes the screen. To Irving. Great pass to set it up. No good.
I agree. I thought there was a foul, but also it's all about your approach. You can't come down the lane and jump off one leg. It's called a power lift. Go off two legs and expect the contact.
JaVale McGee to James. A drive, but he can't get it to go.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
And Ed, here's my offense. More touches, more points. This is a fast-paced league. Either the coaches adapt or you'll be left behind.
The Celtics down to 4 in the shot clock. Knocked loose. And that's going to get out of bounds. Off a Laker. It'll stay Celtic basketball. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes.
Entering the game for the Boston Celtics, number 42, Al Horford.
Irving. That's good D. Shot no good.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Hayward. Jaylen Brown. Kyrie. Missed it. He always has the green light, but the defense was ready. At the controls right now. James, down low for Kuzma. Throws it down.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
To Irving. Add 2 points to the board.
So deadly. Now look, part of that is given talent, but the other part is that ball speed combined with that handle. Oh, that's all parts. But he always finds a way to slow himself down right before he goes into that shot.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Good luck keeping up with that.
Did you see that jump? It was as quick as a pogo stick.
finish at the rim.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Stuffs it down with authority.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Here's Irving into the front court. He'll run the offense.
Screen coming your way, screen coming your way.
Curling inside. JaVale McGee snatching it out of the air. Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions.
For the Lakers, number 1, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
Oh, nice find for the basket.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
James. Knocked loose. Out of bounds. Last touch by the Celtics. So it stays with the LA Lakers. It's James. He buries it.
Every hero needs a good sidekick. Nice find to set up the three.
Irving with the basketball. Down by 1. Gets a shot up off the mark. James into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Nice finish at the rim.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
James to Josh Hart. Runner here won't go. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
And the defender's got to take, otherwise that shot's going up all game long.
Irving. Brown from long range buries it on the catch and shoot.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Had a good look there, but it's no good. Across the timeline comes James. Lead is 2. That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself, you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Irving. 5 on the shot clock to Hayward. Fires the 3. Textbook defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Celtics have to Jaylen Brown. For 3. Hart can't get that one to go. Defense all over him.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Long from 3/4 court. Time expires to end the first half. The Lakers have the lead.
Let's get right into the action here. The Lakers have themselves a close game after 2 quarters. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Celtics are within striking distance at the half. And when the losing team is shooting this well from the field, you know you're in for a special night. These are the guys getting buckets for the Boston Celtics.
Game track. Rebounds.
The second efforts from these squads have been phenomenal, with plenty of offensive rebounds between them. It makes you wonder, though, where's the second effort on the defensive half of the court? That's the side that can use some improvement for both of these teams.
Player of the half.
LeBron James really showed off his court vision in the first half. When he's able to get the ball moving like that, his team can be tough to stop. Here we go with the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
It's James controlling the offense. To Kyle Kuzma. Probing the defense. Ball. Terrific hustle. Ball's in play. Runner here. Go down.
When I saw this team come out and warm up, everybody looked focused. Looked into the game before the game even started. I saw a completely different team at halftime. Guys were coasting around. Guys were talking to girls in the stands. Guys were playing around with the ball boys. They weren't focused, and it's showing up right now in the second half.
Hey, lock up.
To Hayward. Almost. Shot in traffic. Lonzo with it. His guys lead here. Early stages, third quarter. Chance for LeBron James. That is great vision to set Irving. And it's Hart there to clear the rebound. LeBron, front court, up by 6. Lobs it up. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by JaVale McGee. Irving brings the ball up court. To Hayward. Here comes the screen. Hayward. Tatum. And it's Hart there to clear the rebound. Ball with the basketball. Up 6. Kuzma. A bad pass, and the Celtics have it.
You go back to the principles. Things that we started working on when we were in first, second grade is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
McGee powers it through.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew.
Throws it down off the alley-oop pass.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Ball's controlled by Boston. Irving to Jaylen Brown. Here comes the screen. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Jason Tatum at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 82%. Pretty good to finish off the three-point play. It's back to a 5-point game. Here comes the screen. James to the rim. Rebound hauled in by the Celtics. The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving. Pass stolen by Boston. Irving to Hayward. Trying to cash in. Gordon Hayward. That's how it's done. He has struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5.
You know what I like about this pass play? Instead of putting his head down and forcing the action, he patiently waited for the play to develop.
To James. Lonzo Ball.
That's his first personal.
Lonzo Ball at the line. Nope, the first one does not go. And he hits the second.
Let's go, boy. Catch me out.
Serving in for the Celtics, number 12, Terry Rozier.
Boston with the basketball. To Rozier. Horford to Jaylen Brown. The pass taken away by the Lakers. Caldwell Pope to James. Slams it down.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Here into the front court. The margin standing now at 7. To Horford. Baseline drive, but he can't finish. Tatum can't go down. Smothering defense.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
JaVale McGee to Ball. Here's a 3.
That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. Lonzo Ball is going to get a chance at 3 here, shooting 66% in this contest. First one, counted. Second and 3 is good. hits all three of them. Across the timeline, it's Rozier. His guys trail by. Hayward to Jaylen Brown. Has a chance. Knocks it down from mid-range.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Whoa, what a finish.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Count it.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender.
I got some for him.
James. Straight on look. To Caldwell Pope. Lets it fly from long range. It's rebounded by the Celtics. To Rozier. JaVale McGee. Huge block.
This game is all about playing mind trick on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
To Horford. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Al Horford trying to cash in on a three-point play. He struggled so far. Whoops, that won't go. Ball to the front court. He'll run the offense. Brown with it up top. The deficit is 6. And he's fouled. Couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
Jaylen Brown at the line for 2 shots. A career 65% free throw shooter. Misses the first. Misses the second as well. Rozier with it. Down 6. Rozier rocking the rim. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Lonzo controls the offense. To Beasley. Surveys the floor. You've got to get that one to go. Rozier into the front court. His guys trail now by 4. And he finishes at the rim.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ballgame.
The harder the shot, the easier it looks from Michael Beasley.
Ooh, welcome to the new reality, positionless basketball. Bigs are now PGs with the ability to drain threes.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Free throw good as he finishes off the three-play. They're back within a bucket. Lebron into the front court. Looking to make something happen to Beasley. Here's a chance from long range, and he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. First one goes down. Knocks down the second free throw. And he missed it. 2 for 3 on this trip. Celtics have it. To Hayward. 4-3. And it's Hart there to clear the rebound. James. Pass to the rim. From the painted area, won't go down.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
LeBron with it up top. The lead is 2. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
No, no, no. I'll tell you, the team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
And he connects on the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws. Across the timeline, it's Rozier. Down 4. To Hayward. Here comes the screen. Hayward. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
And the defense keeps sticking to the screens. Just don't flare out to the three-point line. Flare to the rim for a lob.
Pass taken away by the Celtics. Lakers come up with it. James. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down. He took it out on the rim that time.
Oh, there's no better feeling than after throwing that one down, hanging on the rim a little bit, looking at your opponent beneath you, making him recognize that's where you'll be the entire ball game.
Rozier with it. Trailing by 4. To Marcus Morris. Love the hustle. Sprawled down on the deck. LeBron James able to recover with the block.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
I got him. D up, baby.
James. Offensive rebound. Strong box out to grab the rebound. Rozier into the front court. His guys find them. Blocked away!
That one's in the 15th row.
Huge denial. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor.
Entering the game for the Boston Celtics, number 27.
Rozier. And the rebound cleared by Ingram. Into the front court comes Rondo. 2-point advantage. Celtics have it. And the Lakers have the rebound. To James. Cashes in for 2.
This is why I go back into player mode. If the dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Hayward to Marcus Morris. Cleans it up. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
Rondo into the front court. Leads a bucket. James. And scores at rim. Jay, good luck recovering from that.
Ed, this is like show and tell back in kindergarten. You show the ball, and then you tell him with the easy lay.
Going back to the pre-K days, Jay. Beasley to James.
Got him. Be up, baby. Be up.
Down to 5 on the 24. Celtics have it.
Neck and neck. They couldn't get anything on that possession. Let's see if we can get a bucket in transition.
And he's fouled. He's going to the line for 2.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Terry Rozier, couple of free throws on the way. Hasn't missed yet. First free throw is good.
Number 3, Josh Hart.
And he makes them both. Here's Rondo with it. His group now down 2. James to Beasley. Has a look. Hard shot, no good.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
Terry Rozier has got 2 shots coming. He's perfect from the line so far. Oops, he missed the first one. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the sack. LBJ has it.
Here we go.
To Beasley. And count the basket.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Across the timeline, it's Rozier. They can get it 2 for 1 if they hurry. That bounded by Beasley. James into the front court. His guy down by a point. Count the basket, and it could have been more. A whistle.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
Shot from the lane won't go. It's the Celtics with the ball as we start this 4th quarter. We've got a 1-possession game going on. This has the look of a race that's going down to the wire.
And it looked that way from the very beginning, but this is where the coaches and the best players on the floor really earn their money. Down the stretch, it's game time.
To Rozier.
On your right.
Had a chance, but it's no good. Across the timeline comes James. Leads 1. Here comes the screen. James. Tough make through traffic.
No excuse to not be a little bit more physical there on the defensive end. Needed that stop.
Irving to Marcus Morris. Kyrie lets it go. And the rebound taken by Chandler. LeBron into the front court. Leads 3. Lays it in off the alley-oop pass.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Ball's controlled by Boston. Irving to Rozier. Irving. Not today. Works it up top. Rozier. And he can't get it to go down. It's no good. LeBron into the front court. Leads 5.
Mouse in the house. Here we go. I got him.
Lakers down to 4 on the shot clock. Knocked away. It's getting dangerous down there.
Ed, I hated getting my shot blocked like that, but I did like getting the ball right back.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Subbing in for Boston, number 0.
A bad pass, and the Celtics have it.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
And the slam.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
LeBron with it up top. Up by 3. To Caldwell Pope. Now Ingram down low. Jason Tatum ejects it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
He missed his first 4 from downtown. He finally gets a 3 to go.
I'm going to tell you what every shooter thinks after he misses 4 in a row. One has to go in eventually.
And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
There's a very fine line between maximum effort and carelessness. I'm willing to live with a few mistakes and maximum effort than having to constantly remind my players to close out.
Knocks down the first.
Oh, you've been in the gym, huh?
Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Kyrie with the rock to Rozier. Hayward. Nice pass to get things going.
You've heard it before. Slow and steady wins the race. This approach might be working out after all.
James. To Irving. And counted at the rim.
So much about passing is about the pace of the pass. Sometimes you need to dart the pass through the gap. Other times you need to have a feathery touch where you can loft the ball up for your player to dunk the ball. That pace is everything in this game.
Jason Tatum tips it.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
The screen sets him up for 2.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Hayward. Bain shot no good. Ball with it up top. All even here in the 4th. James. Beyond the arc for three. It's the Celtics with the rebound. And scores.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
LeBron James at the line for a chance at a three-point play, shooting 80% in this contest. And he's got the free throw as well. Boston with the basketball. And Jay, they call the foul.
A simple touch foul.
Irving to Rozier. Horford to Rozier. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. And the rebound taken down by Kuzma. James into the front court. His team up by one. Drive here, but the shot stays out. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot to James. Trying to cash in. LeBron, not that time.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is deep into confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Number 11, Kyrie Irving.
James. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Irving to the front court. His guys now trailing by a point. He was hacked. They let it go.
And one of those underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Kyle Kuzma, strong finish.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
To Irving. Has a chance. Shot by Kyrie, no good.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that knack that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Into the front court, it's Irving. The deficit now up to 5. To Jaylen Brown. Has a look. And scores on the step back.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in a zone by himself.
Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout as they'll discuss matters in what's now a 3-point game.
Well, you need execution in a chess match. And the best execution, I just saw the star player talk to one of the young fellas. You take those young fellas over to the site. You coach them through some of these big-time moments that happen in the fourth quarter. That's how you get your team ready for the playoffs and hopefully a chance to win a championship.
Ball. It's Kyle Kuzma. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Woo! Did you have eyes to the rim and the rest was on net.
Celtics have it. To Hayward. And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
Jaylen Brown at the line for 2 shots. He struggled so far. And hits the first free throw.
Good shot.
No back free throws here. He missed the second. From the painted area, won't go down. And the Lakers with the rebound. To Ball. Working hard on the glass. Kuzma. And a pass stolen by Boston. Goes to the left side. To Irving. Going to launch beyond the arc. Off the iron. No good. The follow won't go either. Lonzo with it. Leads 4. Missed a wide open look. Kyrie Irving controlling. Trying to cash in. Knocks it down from mid-range.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Ball with the basketball. Lead is 2. To James. Kuzma. To Ball. Now Kuzma. And he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. First one, count it. Second and 3, got it.
That's a mini.
And he cashes in at the line. 3 for 3. Hayward to Irving. Lonzo Ball. Swat it. Gordon Hayward. That's how it's done. He's 3 for 7.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
LBJ with it. To Kyle Kuzma. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Irving to Jaylen Brown. Add 2 points to the board. Simply put, when the ball's in Kyrie Irving's hand, magic could happen.
It's poetry in motion, and it's a situation in which the ball is attached to his body. He has it on a yo-yo. He can put the ball and dangle the ball out there for other people to think they have a chance, and in their mind they do, but in Kyrie's mind, the game is over.
James has a chance. McGee's shot misses. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
This game is all about the small victories, though. The execution on that
Stuffs it down with authority.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Irving brings the ball up court. From long range. Tough shot. Well defended.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing. Ball to Kyle Kuzma.
Ball. Won't go down. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
I'm pretty sure I saw that move earlier in the game. I can't believe he fell for it again.
Irving to Jaylen Brown. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
And stuffs it home. Gotta love the rim rockers.
Gotta be careful, though. Don't hang on the rim too long. You might get a tee.
To Horford. Hayward to Horford. Slams it down.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Ball. Has a look. Ball shot off the mark.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
And a whistle.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Team foul number 3. Los Angeles Lakers are in the penalty.
Irving to Hayward. And he throws it down. Al Horford showing off all the moves.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Now the Lakers going to use a timeout. It's their first of the final 3 minutes. That leaves them with one more chance to stop the clock before the buzzer sounds.
Space is limited, so you must act soon. Visit our team website for more details.
Time to shuffle things up. James not going down for him this time.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Ball to Kuzma. Fires the 3. Good contest. Made for Kuzma.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout. They trail by 1. Who's it going to be as they get ready for the final shot? Ball. That misses with 3 seconds left. It's a victory here for the Celtics as they just squeak this one out by a point. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
It's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Celtics emerged victorious after a tight finish. I could get into detail about their play calling and shot selection, but let's be honest. We all know that the dunks were the most exciting. I'd be surprised if the rim isn't a little bit bent at this point. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Boston Celtics. The Lakers finished on the losing end of a close score. And while they didn't win the game, they could have won a dunk contest. They put down plenty of slams in this matchup. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Game track. Assists.
You can tell both of these teams feel very comfortable in their offensive systems. There was plenty of great playmaking in this contest.
Player of the game.
Al Horford seemed to think he could only score points with dunks in this game. Again and again. He kept throwing them down, and it was just astonishing. We got our top 3 plays for you. Check them out.
Number 2. Number 1.
And here we've got the upcoming games for the Los Angeles Lakers. This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.